Hey y'all, it's Mikey. Welcome to the kitchen. So I have already been out in the garden today and bringing in, as y'all can see, we are getting such a good harvest this season. And thankfully, because we've had some pretty dry spells, we did get good rain the other day, and I believe that has helped tremendously. So I have been bringing in a ton of cherry tomatoes, y'all, and you will see that in just a few minutes. So I came in and took a shower really quick. Oh, it's hot out there already, and I'm sure y'all didn't want to see me hot and sweaty in the kitchen. So anyway, I am going to show y'all today how you can store back your tomatoes for the months to come instead of having to go to the grocery store and buying those tasteless hothouse tomatoes. So you can dehydrate your tomatoes in a dehydrator. However, for those of you that do not have one, I'm going to show you how you can do it in your oven today. So y'all come along with me. I am going to share the best oven roasted tomato recipe with y'all today. So as y'all can see, I have a whole mess of tomatoes and trying to figure out a way to preserve these that will last us in the winter months to come. So I'm going to show y'all what ingredients I have here and what we're going to be doing. So of course I have my big basket of tomatoes here, my salt and my pepper, some garlic, oregano out of the herb garden, and some rosemary out of the herb garden, and some olive oil. So we're going to go ahead and get these tomatoes washed off and go from there. So the first thing that I want to do, I want to set my oven to 300 and let it be preheating. So we want to get them good and rinsed off, washed off really good. I've got another little strainer here, so I'm just going to quick give them another good little rinse off here. Stick them over in my other strainer. And make sure you get them good and rinsed off. All right, y'all, so I have my tomatoes over here and my cutting board, and I'm going to make sure that I'm getting the green stems off, and we're going to be cutting these in halves, probably in fourths. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I think maybe a fourth of a size, and we'll just try it. Now that is a decent amount of cherry tomatoes right there. The next thing that I'm going to be doing with these tomatoes, I am going to take them and put them on a baking pan and just spread them around. A little bit easier to do it this way. Oh, I have tomatoes everywhere. There goes one on the floor. I guess that'll go to the pig. All right. So I'm just going to spread them around on my baking pan. And your cooking time depends on how much you stack on your baking pan and your oven itself. So, and I'm sure the size of the tomatoes plays a role in it too. So let me show you guys what I got here. All right, so as you can see, I've got pretty decent sized baking pan full of tomatoes. So the next step, I want to drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on the top. And you just want to drizzle it. All right. It's looking good. So next step, I am going to salt and pepper. So I've got my salt here, and I'm just going to go through. Salt and pepper. So I've got a piece of garlic that we harvested out of the garden, and I'm going to get this diced up really good, and we'll get this on these tomatoes over here. So I'm just going to sprinkle around the garlic throughout. I love garlic, y'all. It just gives such a good flavor to everything. Get that in there good. All right, so I'm gonna chop me up some basil and sprinkle some rosemary on it. This oregano and rosemary, oh my goodness, it smells so good. And it's just nothing like the stuff you buy at the store. Just fresh. This is so fresh. It's amazing. So I'm just going to sprinkle that oregano around the top. Give it some good flavor, y'all. I'm just going to take me some rosemary and just pull some off and get it around in there good. And y'all, when you go to freeze this, you're going to use cup-sized servings. You're going to freeze it in Ziploc bags. You can utilize this over the winter months for your pasta sauces and soups, and a good way to utilize your tomatoes. Store them up for your long winter cold months, and this is going to be so good. Oh, this looks absolutely delicious already, and I cannot wait to pop these things in the oven, and that aroma filling the house up. Oh, it's gonna smell so good. My oven is preheated to 300, so I'm going to go ahead and pop these in the oven for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and check them. But you want to roast them on 300 for 2 hours, check them in 30 minutes, and then check them every 15 minutes after that. All right, so getting that nice big tray of tomatoes in the oven. Set my timer for 30 minutes. And I think I'm gonna go do some more housework while I'm waiting for this to come back and check them. All right, oven's going off. Just in time. I was in here getting some vacuuming done. We can sure bring in some dust and dander and sand and dirt and debris between me and hubby coming in and out and these pups. So let's take a look and see what we got here. All right, they are looking good. So basically what we're looking for, we're wanting to dry them out. We're roasting them to dry them, to freeze them, to put them up for the winter. And right now we're just gonna check them every 15 minutes just to watch them, to keep them from burning. They're still in the oven, timer's reset. I'm gonna keep getting some vacuuming done and some other housework in between. I always love when you can come in the kitchen, pop something in the oven, and be able to utilize that time to do other things around the house. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on these until they're ready to come out and show y'all the end result. Okay, y'all, the tomatoes are done. I've got them pulled out of the oven. I did leave them in there a little longer than 2 hours, but they are nice and dry. So I've had them sitting out on the counter. So hubby's home now. There's Crescent. My goodness, little girl.
She wants to be in the video.
She wants to be in the video. She's so loving, Tootsie. So hubby is going to do a taste test for us and see how these turned out. And you know, I got a couple ears of corn out of the garden today, but after smelling the aroma of these tomatoes cooking, y'all, I don't know if you can see or not, I was hungry for a big plate of spaghetti. So I actually pulled some of these tomatoes off the pan and put them in my spaghetti sauce. So I'm looking forward to this. All right, hubby, those are our cherry tomatoes that we've picked out of the garden. I got a couple more today whenever I went out, and I have dried those in the oven on 300 for a little more than 2 hours. And it's got some olive oil, rosemary, and oregano, and salt and pepper. So we can put those in Ziploc bags and store them in the freezer for our winter months to use in pasta sauces and soups over the winter. So let me know what you think.
That's good. That has a good flavor to it. A good flavor to it. That tastes like going to one of them pizza places and get one of the fire-baked pizzas with the tomatoes on top. That's really good.
So they did turn out good, y'all. I'm really happy with that. And we'll be getting these bagged up and in the freezer. And hubby will tell you the truth. If he don't like it, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Those
are good. I could about eat a bowl of those with some like Parmesan cheese on them or something like that. That'd be really good.
Yeah. So I put a couple of those in the spaghetti sauce. Hubby here is not a big fan of spaghetti.
No.
So I usually get spaghetti for my birthday. But after cooking these tomatoes, I'm sorry, we were having spaghetti night.
Yeah.
So, but
You well learned it anyway.
I was able to actually use my herbs out of the herb garden.
Oh, wow.
To put in our spaghetti sauce as well. So I'm anxious for you to actually taste the spaghetti. Maybe he'll change his mind and
Start liking spaghetti
more so we can have it more around the house. And Tootsie, you might get a piece of bread. Yeah, we got some French bread with butter and garlic on it in the oven. So anyway, I appreciate y'all coming along with me today and learning how to oven roast cherry tomatoes and getting them stored up and put up for the winter. I hope y'all have a great night. Y'all be safe out there. God bless, and y'all come back and see us soon. So y'all, this is a little sad. I'm gonna show you my plate and I'm gonna show you hubby's plate. All right, y'all, this is mine. Hubby, really? You hurt my feelings.
I just don't eat
Where's your
a lot of
noodles?
spaghettis.
Where's your noodles?
They're up under there.
So we're eating wheat spaghetti noodles with our spaghetti sauce. And go ahead and do a taste test for our viewers.
Right.
Blessing,
Might have to go back and get some seconds now.
Blessing said, time to eat.
That's actually really good. That's really good.
Wow. All right, y'all. I guess I did a good job on supper tonight. I think the fresh herbs out of the garden definitely make a huge difference. So anyway, we'll see y'all next time.